guys, it's Crystal here, and for today's video I'm going to be reviewing another American product made here in the States, or the brand is a Western brand, and it's by Kat Von D. And if you guys don't know who Kat Von D is, she is a very beautiful young lady who is a tattoo artist, an entrepreneur, a model, a spokesman, a TV personality, and she's widely known for her TV show LA Inks, which is a reality TV show on the channel TLC, if I am correct. And basically, like I said, it's a reality TV show. It's about her tattoo parlor that is stationed in Los Angeles, California. Her liquid liners are actually pretty popular in the market, and it does resemble a lot like a tattoo, which is why I feel like her passion of being a tattoo artist is incorporated in her makeup. But the eyeliner that I am reviewing today is one of the most popular liners out there, liquid liners. It's the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner, and the color I got is Trooper. The amount of product in this product is 0.55 milliliters or 0.019 fluid ounces. So there's a pretty decent amount of liquid for this liner, and this liquid eyeliner is actually recommended to me by my friend Carrie. And if you're watching this, Carrie, hi! Thanks for the recommendation. But I basically asked her what kind of liquid liner would she recommend for me. She did give me a couple, but I decided to go with this one because it's a little bit cheaper and it's easier for me to get my hands on. I actually haven't used liquid liners in so long. I have majorly used gel eyeliners, and I just decided I want to spruce it up and use liquid liners again. I used to use liquid liners when I was younger and more dexterous, and I wasn't so blind as I am now. But yeah, I was like, let's just give liquid liners another shot, because I do really love the application of gel liners. The glide on is just unbelievable, and liquid sometimes it's just a little hard for me to apply a liquid, but you know, whatever. I just wanted to try liquid again. But let's just go ahead and talk about the actual product. So it does come in this kind of like very slim, small, pen-like eyeliner shape thingy. I can't think today. But it comes with this cap, and when you pull it off, there it is. And this is basically what made the Kat Von D tattoo liner so popular, is because the tip is very fine tipped. Like Kat Von D takes high pride in how fine tipped her liner is, and the reason why it's fine tipped is because this baby here is not a felt tip pin liquid liner. It is actually a brush, a very fine tipped brush with 325 or 350 bristles in this brush, so it keeps it very fine tipped for a very nicely dramatic wing. Let's just go ahead and roll on how I use this eyeliner. I just want to go ahead and say that before we start rolling that clip, I am in no means a professional at using eyeliner. I make mistakes here and there, and I always have to keep a makeup wipe close to me when I'm using the tattoo liner, because it is a lot harder to correct once it's on your eyes compared to a gel liner. But let's just go ahead and roll that hot mess. Let's go. We are now at that segment where I start to show you guys how I personally use the product. But before I start talking about or showing you how I use the eyeliner, I just want to state that I do always, majority of the time, will tightline my eyes before applying any kind of eyeliner. On the eyeliner I typically like to use to tightline my eyes is a gel liner. The one that I have been using for the past year and a half is Tony Moly's gel liner. It looks kind of like this interesting package design, kind of like a really elongated teardrop, and the color is number 2 brown, so it's a darker shade of brown. The pot carries it right here. I'm not sure if you can tell how brown it is. It looks kind of black from here, but it's a pretty dark brown, and I do prefer the darker brown shade over black because it's less harsh and it looks a little bit more natural when I do tightline my eyes. We're not really reviewing this liner right now, but how I would tightline is basically I would use my pinky and kind of push down and back of my eye so that it exposes this part where you normally wouldn't see it, and you would just take the liner, kind of dot at it, or you can actually line it out. But most of the time I do kind of like to dot at it and be gentle with it because I'm so clumsy. Most of the time I get eyeliner on my contacts, so that's not fun. But I already have my eyelines tightlined, so let's just go ahead and jump straight into how to use the Kat Von D tattoo liner. Once again, the color is Trooper, so it's pretty dark. I think this is the darkest black liner they have color, I don't know, but I just went for this one. So what I do like to do is I like to kind of close my eyes just a little bit and kind of have the mirror angle down just a little bit so it's easier for me because my lids are actually pretty fat and I don't have a fold either. I have a lot of creases but no fold, so I am a mono lid kind of gal, and my fat lids is hereditary because my sisters have them, my mom has them. I don't think my dad has fat lids, but we girls have fat lids in the family. But so it's a little bit complicated for us. So what I like to do is I kind of do angle it. I use the tip side in because I try to use less eyeliner where my tear ducts are, and I kind of like to make it thicker as I come out in the corners, outer corners of my eyes. So let's just go for it. And as I go out, as you can see, I do kind of go ahead and wing it. I don't fill it in yet. This is kind of my outline for the wing. I mainly use the side of the eyeliner first. And then when I get over here, I go ahead and basically work off the outer line. Right here, this outline that I made, I do work off of that. So I do try to connect down here up to that line I made. You can see that. I do like to work in very small strokes. It will minimize the amount of mistakes that you can make, so that's what I do like to do. And then after I kind of have my connection of the wing, I start to fill in that huge missing spot right there. So and then after I fill it in, I start to actually fix the mistakes I made on the liner and kind of fill up that top part a little bit more, just because my eye shape is a little bit different. Of course, it depends on your eye shape and structure and how you like your liner. This is just how I do it, and most of the time the ink is on the very tip, very fine tip of this liner, so I try to use that, or most of the time. Kind of how I do it. So I do like an outer outline first, and then I wing it out, and then I would go right here where my eye is, kind of like the outer corner here, and then I try to meet up with that wing, and then I just fill it in, and then I just fix any mistakes or restructure the lines how I prefer it around, like accommodating my eye shape. And that's kind of how I like to do it. So let's go ahead and not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and go straight to my first impression of when I first used this eyeliner. Hey guys, I'm here with my first impression of the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in Trooper. It is a waterproof liquid eyeliner, and I'm actually pretty excited to try it. So already I really like the packaging. It's very simple, it's really pretty. In terms of liquid eyeliners, I'm a little bit nervous to try this without practicing as a first impression, solely because I have not used a liquid eyeliner in like 4 years, so I don't know if I can still use it. But let's just hope for the best, and yeah. So here, let's try it. So bear with me, you guys. Oh my gosh. Even the slightest touch, the ink comes out, so that's really good. That's a good sign. Can you see that already? I'm using very little strokes and building it up. So this is a really good liner. Wow, so I don't really want to play with it anymore than what it already looks like now, but that's one eye down. Already I can tell that you can actually keep going on top and layering on top with the eyeliner without it kind of running off, or like the newer layer overrunning the like older layer, if you know what I mean. Because some liquid eyeliners, if you like go over it, it dries a little bit, and then you go over it again, that part kind of like disappears, and then you're like left with this like bald spot. So this eyeliner doesn't do that, so I really like that so far. It's very easy to use this actually, like it glides on very easily, glides on quickly. The smallest strokes, a lot of eyeliner does come off. It's actually really easy to use really delicate, fine little strokes with, and then work your way up and build it up. So I think this is a really good eyeliner so far on this one eye, but I don't know if I can match it with my next eye, so I'm a little nervous on that. Let's see if I can do it. I think that's good for the first attempt of liquid eyeliner in like 4 years. So that is the finished look for me. I don't really want to go into much any more than this. I don't think the wing is even, but to be honest, my eyes aren't even, so whatever. I don't, first time after 4 years, so meh. But so far, for my first impression, I really like the application of this eyeliner. It's amazing. So I love how the very tip of it has a lot of liquid liner on it too. So if you wanted to do like fine details or fine adjustments, there is liquid liner on that tip, and you can just use really light, thin strokes with this. It's actually really good. I really love that. Another thing is that it doesn't bend. The bristles are pretty strong, so it's not gonna bend like most felt tip pins. It's fine tip at first, but then when you use it a couple times, I notice that it starts to go like that. I don't know if that's a good explanation. So I really like how fine tip this eyeliner really is, but this is my first time trying it, so I'm not sure if it's gonna start to bend and like not be as fine tipped as it was before, but of course we'll see when I keep trying this out. Another thing is that I noticed that this doesn't dry as quickly as most liquid liners do dry, and I actually prefer that because if you make a mistake, I can easily just boop, and it's kind of bam, I can just use my finger and try to correct that mistake. It will be corrected, so I like that. There are a lot of people who prefer really fast drying liner, but for someone like me who I do make mistakes often with my liner, I prefer it to be easily malleable so I can fix whatever mistakes I made and then dry. So the drying on this eyeliner, not as quick as most liquid liners, but it is still fairly pretty quick. Another thing is that I really like how I can actually go back over to like whichever eye and fix any mistakes. Like earlier, I don't know, like when I was putting this eyeliner on, I finished this eye first, right? So it dried up by the time I was almost done with this eye, but then I noticed that I made the line on some parts of my eyes too thick, so I wanted to even it out, and I can easily go back over to this eye even though the liner is dry and go over that liner and try to make the line thicker without having it to like mess up or the product being smeared or looking like I went over it too much. Yeah, so that is basically my first impression of using this liquid liner. It's actually really easy to use, so I'm pretty excited. I thought I was gonna be really bad at putting this liner on, but it wasn't too bad. I'm gonna go ahead and keep wearing this, and then I will get back to you guys at the end of the day to see if this liner can still hold up its formula without having to flake or smudge or smear or transfer or whatever. So I'm going to keep using it for the rest of the day, and we'll see how it goes. So I just want to test the smudging and the waterproofness of this eyeliner. Go. Going pretty hard there. And not too bad. Doesn't really budge, doesn't smudge that much. Maybe just a little bit, but it's not too bad. Next up is the waterproof. This. Go. Okay, maybe it wasn't that. Yeah, so water and then pushing it off. It pretty much did come off with the water. Go. Okay, there we go. So if you let the eyeliner set and dry first before any encounter with liquids, then it should stay put. Maybe a little bit of fading, but it's actually not too bad. But definitely there will be some fading. So definitely want to wait for your eyeliner to set and dry first if you know you're going to be encountered by some liquids. Hey guys, it's been 9 hours since I wore the Kat Von D tattoo liner, and I'm just going to go ahead and go over my thoughts about it so far for wearing it all day today. So basically, I just want to go off and start by saying that most liquid liners that I have tried in the past either has like flaky fallouts, or it just transfers way too much, or just doesn't really stay. So noting all of those past experiences with liquid liner, I'm gonna go ahead and say that after 9 hours, the liner is still there. Like, it didn't fade, and I didn't even get any flaky fallouts, so that's a huge bonus and plus for me. Another thing is that the transfer was so minimal. Like, the transfer, it's just right here that it transferred. Other than that, there's not really a transfer at all with this eyeliner, so that's actually another huge bonus for me as well. So I am gonna go ahead and just say that I really love this eyeliner already, but I'm gonna go ahead and keep using this eyeliner for the next 2 weeks, and I'll get back to you guys if I still feel the same after 2 weeks. Welcome back to present time, and it's actually been about a month and maybe a week. since I first used the Kat Von D tattoo liner, and I just want to go ahead and roll right into the pros of this liner. The pros of this liner is that yes, you can create a very nice wing with this very nice fine tipped liquid liner. And another thing is that everything that this liner was supposed to be advertised and what it promised, it did follow through with that promise. So it is very water resistant. When it rained in Texas, because Texas weather is so bipolar, if any of you Texans out there agree with me or not, when it does rain, my eyeliner did not go anywhere, it didn't transfer because of the rain or anything like that. So it's very water resistant. It's also very smudge proof. Like, this baby is not going anywhere. It resembles tattoo in my opinion, because the other day I forgot I was wearing eyeliner and I basically rubbed the crap out of my eyes because it was just so itchy. Seasonal allergies. But I rubbed the crap out of my eyes, and instead of eyeliner on my hands, it was my mascara. So this baby did not budge a little bit, but not that bad. Like, I was pretty amazed. And it is hecka long lasting. Like, it is very long lasting. I can wear it all day, 12 hours, 3 hours, bam. Still looks like new. But then again, I don't have a fold in my eyes, so I wouldn't be able to tell. If I had a fold, maybe, I don't know if it would affect the smudging or the kind of long-lasting formula of this liner. It does transfer, but it transfers very, very little, which is really good for me because almost every eyeliner, actually every eyeliner that I've ever worn does transfer to my bottom lid very quickly. And I don't know if it's because my eyes are structured that kind of way, but eyeliner always transfers down, and especially right here in the inner corners. I feel like it's because it's puffy for me here. I don't know, or maybe my top lid is too fat and it just goes over. But it does transfer, but this eyeliner didn't transfer that badly down here. So this is the most minimal transfer I've ever had in an eyeliner, like any kind of eyeliner. So I really like that. I also want to note that the flakiness of this eyeliner was very minimal as well. Most liners, I noticed it does flake quite a bit onto all over my face basically, but the flaking, the flaking of this is very minimal. I would find maybe 2 or 3 little flakes and that's it. Most liners, there's a lot of flaking going on. So I really like the formula of this liner. Moving on to the cons of this liner, I want to note that it has been about a month, a little over a month since I had this eyeliner, and I feel like the formula is kind of a little bit drying already. Just a little bit, because before it used to glide on very quickly, a lot of liner came out, but now sometimes when I go on there, not a lot of liner or ink is coming out. I also noticed that it's starting to kind of have issues with laying on top. So when you make a mistake or you want to go over the line again, when I first used it, it glided on easily. The formula was great, but now I noticed that sometimes it kind of pushes a little bit of the liner, the original liner, the one that's older, or the one that dried up already, a little bit to the side, just a little bit. So I had to kind of dot in those areas just so that it doesn't look awkward where there's a missing piece of a liner. So I feel like it is drying a little bit, quite a bit. But other than that, there's actually no problems with this eyeliner. So the only thing I really didn't like is just that the formula is starting to dry in about a month. But it hasn't dried completely, it's just very subtle drying. It's not even that bad, but just highly want to note that in case you're looking for a really long lasting liner. Liquid liners tend to dry up pretty quickly. Is there anything else I want to note? I can only think of 2 cons honestly for this liner. In terms of I would recommend this eyeliner to anyone, yes, I would recommend it to all of you guys who are looking for liquid liners, or those who want to try liquid liners. I would recommend it for you guys, especially if you plan to wear your eyeliner for a long time, every day or most of the day. It's very long lasting. If you live in hot, humid areas, it does transfer a little bit, but I would say kind of put some translucent powder or setting powder right underneath that eye right here, just to make it last longer and prevent it from transferring down quicker. And yeah, where am I going? I don't know. But I think that the pricing of this product is very fair. I think it's a pretty good price for this kind of formula. So yes, I would buy this product again, and yes, I would recommend it to you guys out there who's looking for a liquid liner. It is a lot easier to use compared to most other liquid liners I've tried in my past. So I would say practice, practice, practice with this eyeliner. And another thank you to my friend Carrie for recommending this eyeliner. So that just wraps up this review here, and I hope I was able to be really thorough and helpful in this video for anyone who's in the market for a liquid liner. And if there's any questions I did leave out, please leave it in the comment sections down below. I will try my best to answer those questions. And if you did find this video really helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next one. Thanks for watching. Bye!